And we're going to ask each other some questions in order to get to know each other.
And we'll try and give some answers in the best way we know how.
Would you like to start with a question?
Gates?
Do you know the feeling when you listen to a song that was popular in your teenage days and you lose yourself in a daydream?
Have you ever gone looking for a lost love?
Are the best love poems always written in a melancholy mood?
What kind of mood are you in right now?
Do you sing and dance along to happy pop songs when you're in a good mood?
What is your favourite music?
Has somebody ever written a song or a poem about you?
Can we guess the dreams of others?
Do you like surrealism?
What about a polka dot fish dancing in a city?
Do you sometimes flip through art books and think, this painting looks like one of my poems?
Have you ever kept a dream diary?
Do you enjoy reading biographies, letters, diaries of famous poets?
Would you like to be famous?
Is there some kind of poetry in celebrity gossip?
What's the latest scandal in your hometown?
Do you laugh when something embarrassing happens to you?
What colour is a giggle?
If a painter were to do your portrait, how would you pose?
Do you like Frida Kahlo?
Does life experience make a face more beautiful?
Is it easier to remember names or faces?
Do you think in words or in pictures?
What do you consider your first language?
How many languages do you speak?
Is it more important to speak or to listen?
Do you know that kind of people who talk too much?
Do most of your relatives live close to your house?
Could you imagine living in a foreign country?
Is London foreign for the people who live in the rest of the UK?
What's the biggest difference between country life and urban life?
Did you keep pets as a child?
Is it hard to take responsibility?
At what age do we become an adult?
What does it mean to be an adult?
Is writing poetry the same as play?
Is it possible to teach writing poetry?
What do teachers learn from their students?
What was the most important lesson you ever learned?
Have you ever taken a course to learn an unusual skill?
Can you do magic?
What are your secrets?
How many cosmetic products do you use every day?
Are your possessions well organised?
Have you ever bought the same book twice?
Should you buy a book you have already read from the library?
Is it wise to watch the film after you read the book?
Do you ever go to the cinema alone?
Are you the kind of person who talks during the film?
Why are adverts better on the big screen than on TV?
Do you sometimes buy stupid products just because there is a cute animal in the ad?
What is the least cute animal?
Would you agree that beauty lies in the eye of the beholder?
Are kind people the most beautiful?
Have you ever discovered beauty where you didn't expect it?
Where is the best place to make discoveries?
Have you ever traveled really far?
Do you like maps?
Do you have a good sense of orientation?
Do you ever get lost on purpose?
Do you sometimes get lost by accident?
Are you afraid of asking strangers the way?
Do you easily make new friends?
What does it take for an acquaintance to become a friend?
Are most of your friends poets or artists?
Do all poets have another job?
Do you find it hard to tell a stranger that you are a poet?
Is it necessary to tell the truth?
Do you always know the truth?
Is the world around us an illusion?
Are we an illusion? And now poetry. Remember, darling, first time we met you saw me at an art gallery. I had caught your attention with my long hair and short dress, sitting on a bench looking at landscapes and portraits, sculptures of beautiful male bodies. And you probably assumed I was, studying material, color, and perspective, comparing ages, styles, and centuries. But all the time, there was just one question on my mind. The second time we met, you took me to a party. I was telling a joke about a dolphin that went into a bar. Everyone laughed, beautiful men handed me their phone numbers. Later that night, you saw me dancing, spinning in circles with my skirt flying high. You thought I was seducing, but I was just moving. I was beaming at handsome faces that smiled at me. But all the time, there was just one question on my mind. The third time we met, we had coffee and cake. You gave me a twinkle when I ordered a glass of wine. You considered me sensual when I took in the smell of it. You thought I was fun, but in fact I was drunk. Horses in my head were galloping. Chariots in my veins were rushing. You kissed me with a triumphant look. But all the time, there was just one question on my mind. Now, darling, I'm aware of the fact that there are so many questions in this world to be solved, and I could spend my days reflecting and researching, trying to find profound answers of high importance, and probably win a prize for it. But in my head, day and night, there is just one simple question, always on repeat. I am the girl who jumps on a trampoline at a birthday party and asks herself, why don't I have fun? I am the woman who dances with the engagement ring sparkling on her finger and asks herself, why don't I have fun? I am the lady who gets an expensive pedicure while drinking champagne and asks herself, why don't I have fun? I am the actress who walks over the red carpet with the award in her hand and asks herself, why don't I have fun? I'm the astronaut who landed on the moon and takes her first steps that feel so light and asks herself, why don't I have fun? I'm the customer, the client, the critic, the guest, the reader of the newspaper, the spectator in the audience. I am a guest in this world and I ought to be entertained. Why don't I have fun?
Interlude, a dream. I dreamed I was on a set of flying swings, the kind you get on carousels at fairs. Only these swings were high up on a mountainside, and you had to have a ticket, and it was thronging. We pushed forwards with our strips of tickets and grabbed a swing before they rose up and away. A strong fairground guy was there to help people onto the swings. I had one next to Joanna. We were lifted into air with nothing above, below, or to the right or left of us. We spun down and saw the green and cream landscape and rivers turn beneath us. We talked about Mike. I asked Joanna if she thought he thought I was too serious. Seriousness can be a great asset, she said. We dropped lower into the city now, called Vienna. The lanes were cobbled and narrow. The tops of our heads skimmed the low arches as we sailed by. Then I caught sight of the back of a bullet head I recognized, walking in the direction away from us. When we'd gathered down on the platform, ready to unbelt and get down from the swings, the bullet head was there again and stalked up to me. He put his hand under my t-shirt and tried to stroke my lower back. "Get the fuck off," I said. "Hey, look, can't we be friends?"
And now before we leave the stage, you're finished, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Now before we, sorry.
No.
Yeah, okay. I just want to read one little poem which I just wrote last night, and which I mean to dedicate to the European Poetry Festival, and because I'm so grateful to be here in this beautiful city, and so this is just like a short thank you note to for having invited me and so on. Traveling is being breathless for a whole week, standing at a roundabout in the middle of noises and only understanding half of it, not knowing which bus to take, but always finding your way. Tomorrow, when you're home again, you're gonna take a deep, deep breath, make coffee in your own kitchen again, and drink it in your own bedroom again, while the washing machine is running. It means watching the same shows on TV again, and closing your eyes for a moment, you're gonna see yourself at that roundabout once more, and believe you hear the noises that you only understood half of when you were there. So, thank you.